seated posture. So remembering that everything that we do is optional and a choice for you today, so there's nothing that you have to do. So that seated, supported forward fold might look like utilizing your block. You might kind of walk your hands a little bit more forward and rest your forehead on your block. If this feels too intense for you, or if your hips aren't warm enough to do this, then just come into a nice, easy seated posture, and you can turn your palms down for more of a grounding position, palms up for more of a receiving position. And then just take a couple of cleansing breaths. So deep breath in through your nose, allowing the entire rib cage to expand, maybe pausing briefly at the top of the in-breath. And then open your mouth nice and big. Let the breath out, big, heavy sigh. And then do that one more time. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, big, heavy sigh through the mouth. And then I want you to just begin to deepen your breath. Think about filling those back, the lower part of your rib cage with breath, allowing the lungs to fully expand with each inhale, gently allowing the ribs to come together as you exhale. And today we're going to focus in on taking time for ourselves, which is often what we call upon when we're coming to a restorative or a mindful practice, whether it be movement-based like yoga or Tai Chi, or more meditation-based. But as you inhale today, I want you to think about something that would give you a little bit more of a sense of positivity. So perhaps inhaling self-love. And as you exhale, I want you to think about releasing any internal negativity like stress, anger, self-doubt, any ways in which you might be, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, just kind of harming yourself, maybe just in subtle ways. So inhale, drawing in that sense of love, compassion, and kindness for you today. And as you exhale, letting go of whatever is not serving you well. Maybe you had a negative thought about something that you did, or you were really hard on yourself about something that happened over the past day or the past week. So I invite you now to just let that go. Breathing deeply into that concept of self-love. How important it is to love yourself so that you can serve others in your life and spread that love and kindness to others. And if you're in that seated easy pose, whether or not you're in a forward fold, go ahead and just take a moment to switch which leg you have in front. And then perhaps you return to that forward fold posture, or maybe you stay upright. But we'll stay here for about a minute or so longer. Just really focusing in on deepening the breath, allowing the rib cage to fully expand. Just taking this time to take those complete breaths. Think about letting go of any tension that you feel across your face and your jaw. Allowing some expansion across the front of the chest and the shoulders, opening your heart for the practice today, for taking this time out of your day to do whatever feels good for you and your body. And as you continue to breathe deeply, I invite you to set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. Maybe thinking about that intention being something around the concept of self-love. bringing that intention into your heart. And then when you feel ready, if you're in that forward fold posture and you have a prop supporting your head, just scoot it off to the side and then slowly walk your hands back up to the center. Take your hands, tenting the fingers back behind you. Open your heart, lift your chin. Eyes open or closed, whatever feels best for you. Feeling that breath right in the center of your chest. Relaxing the jaw and the face. And then as you exhale, come back to center, forward fold one more time, walking your hands down, softening the back of the neck. And then move your hands over to the right side and begin to open into the left side body. Nice, gentle and easy side body stretch, keeping both sit bones on the mat. Pause and breathe. Doing your best to stay present in each moment as we practice today. Walking back through the center, and then one more time, moving your hands over to the left side, this time opening into the right side body, relaxing the head and neck. Nice deep breaths in and out here. Good, walking the hands back through the center, and then on an inhale, come back to a neutral spine, hands on either side of the hips. Take a nice deep breath in, reach both arms all the way up, look up, exhale, palms to heart center. Good, again, inhale, sweeping upward, looking up, lengthening both sides of the trunk. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up. This time, left hand grabs onto the right wrist. Take a side stretch to the left. Pausing briefly, deep breath in, palms up towards the sky. Switch your grip. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Good, deep breath in, back to center. Exhale, release the hands all the way down. And just tucking your hands underneath your hips. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Chin moves down to the chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Just some nice, easy neck rolls. Chin to your chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to your chest. Left ear, left shoulder. And then come up to a neutral spine position. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chin. Just explore whatever range of motion feels good for your body today. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, neutral spine position. Good, go ahead and let's take the legs one on top of the other. So we'll take the left leg and stack it on top of the right. So this is our modified cow face pose. You're gonna have your feet out to the side, left leg on top, right leg on bottom. And if you can't quite come into this posture, just do the best that you can to bring the knees in front of each other. And then on an inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms up. And you're gonna take that left arm, drop it behind your back, and then with your right arm, go ahead and just reach it across the low back. So if your fingers come together, great. If they don't, I want you to just work on reaching fingertips towards each other, but really lengthening your spine. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just start to hinge forward slightly. Inhale, come back to center, keep the chest open. Exhale, hinge forward. So starting to feel a little openness into the hips. Inhale, come back up to center. And then last time, exhale, fold over, pause and breathe, keep the chest open. Good, inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Exhale, release the arms down. And then that leg that's on top, bring the sole of that foot down to your mat. Sit nice and tall. Use your right hand to wrap it around that top leg and then take a twist to the left. So heart is shining towards the left wall, left hand tense back behind you, sort of in line with your sacrum. And just pause and breathe here. Keeping the spine lengthened as you rotate. Good, then as you exhale, come back to center. Left arm is gonna reach up and over. Side stretch to the right. And you can take that right forearm, bringing it down to the floor. Lots of side stretching today. Good, deep breath in, use that arm, come back to center. Exhale, switch your legs. So this time, right leg is gonna come on top. Feet are fanned out to the side, starting to feel some openness into the hips. Again, if you can't quite stack knees on top of each other, don't worry about it. Just do what works best for you. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen. Right arm reaches up, and then bend at the elbow to reach the fingertips down your back. So you're kind of shining your armpit forward. And then left hand reaches around to the low back, working on keeping the chest open as you work towards fingertips to touch. Deep breath in to lengthen, exhale, hinge forward. So we're not moving into pain or discomfort. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hinge forward. Just exploring some hip opening here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold and pause. Keeping the belly in. Doing your best not to hold your breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine upward. Exhale, release the hands. And then just like you did on the first side, you'll take that top leg and stamp the sole of the right foot to the mat. Sit nice and tall to find length in the spine. Use your left arm to draw the right knee across as you rotate to the right. Each time you breathe in, think about sitting a little bit taller. So you're doing your best not to collapse through your spine. And then as you exhale, you'll find or work towards more rotation, even if you don't move any more into the twist. Good, as you exhale, slowly come out of it, sit tall, deep breath in, right arm reaches up and over, coming down to that left forearm, big giant side stretch here. Doing your best to keep the both sitting bones on the mat. Good, deep breath in, come all the way back up, exhale, release the arms down. Go ahead and start to uncross the legs, and we'll make our way into hands and knees, just taking a few cycles of cat and cow. If it's available to you today, go ahead and tuck the toes under, and just begin to shift your weight from toes to heel, or from fingertips to heels, and then when you feel ready, cat and cow pose at your own pace. So you'll inhale to cow, exhale, tuck and round to cat. Inhale to cow. So this is when you're going to start to establish the cadence of your breath. So you can move faster or slower than I'm moving, just depending on how you're breathing today. You can feel free to shift your hips from side to side and just kind of allow yourself to come into your body. So this is the one body that you have. So using this time to take care of it, to move your body, to do what feels good for you. Just being mindful of any areas maybe that need a little bit of extra attention today. Keep those areas in mind as you flow through each pose or asana. Maybe one more cycle of cat and cow. And then come back to a neutral spine, uncurl the toes, and walk down to your forearms today. And then let's tuck the toes back under, send the hips high, and come into dolphin pose. So similar to downward facing dog, but through the forearms. Creating that nice triangle shape with your body. Just kind of taking a few moments here, pedaling out the feet, raising and lowering the heels, shaking the head yes and no. Nice rhythmic breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. And then shimmy the feet back, shoulders draw over the elbows, forearm plank from your toes or your knees. Really think about that nice, straight alignment, trunk parallel to your mat. Pause and breathe. Belly is in, slightly tucking the tailbone under, just beginning to notice activation around your midsection. And then on an exhale, dolphin pose. Step the feet in slightly, sit bones lift up and back. When you feel ready, press into your hands and find downward facing dog, using the length of your mat. Maybe play with walking the feet out towards the long edges of the mat. And just creating lots of space between your hands and feet. Good, and then looking forward towards your hands. Whenever you're ready, begin to walk your feet up towards your hands and find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Grabbing opposite elbows or just allowing the arms to dangle down towards the floor. When you feel ready, inhale to a flat back. So really think about your posture here, drawing the shoulder blades towards your spine, top of the head is forward, navel in. And then exhale, round and fold generously, so almost allowing your chest to come to your thighs. Big rounding into the spine. Inhale to a flat back. Notice the difference between those two positions in your spine. Exhale, round and fold generously. Good, press into your feet, take your time, come all the way up to stand, pedal out those feet as you need to, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweeping up, take a little back bend here. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. This is our half sun salutation. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. High lunge salutation next. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, breath and movement together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Giant step back with your right foot to high lunge. Walk or sweep your arms up. Back knee is straight, soft taps of the shoulders, lift your gaze. Nice openness into that right hip. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose. Good, set your knees down on the mat, lower all the way to your tummy. Inhale, baby cobra today. Tops of the feet down, lift your heart, shrug your shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Ground through the hands and feet. Looking forward, right foot steps through, rise, high lunge. Walk or sweep your arms up, soft tops of the shoulders, lift your gaze. Back knee is straight, left hip is open. Exhale, hands to the mat, this time step forward. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, fold generously. Inhale, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, lead with your heart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, right foot steps back, high lunge. Sweep up. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank. From your toes or your knees, lower all the way to your tummy. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Looking forward, right foot steps through, high lunge, rise. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, right foot steps back, high lunge. Good, adding on some standing postures. High lunge, soft tops of the shoulders, and breathe. Good, shift your weight onto your front leg, warrior three. So launching off that back leg, right toes or right foot is flexed, toes point towards the floor. Good, releases high lunge. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Back knee stays straight. So our tendency is to drop that back knee, keep sending that knee crease up to the ceiling, heart to the left wall. Good, exhale, warrior two, open up. Nice long wingspan, pause and breathe, tailbone tucks. Look at your front knee, tracking it over the ankle. Good, windmill your hands down to the mat, plank pose. From your toes or your knees, halfway is chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, cleansing breath in through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Looking forward, right foot steps through, high lunge, rise. Soft tops of the shoulders, notice your alignment here, shoulders over the pelvis. Good, launch off that back leg, warrior three, Virabhadrasana three. Lifted foot is flexed, toes point towards the mat. Find a focal point. Pause and breathe. Release is high lunge, back knee is straight. Exhale, prayer twist to the right, heart stays lifted, back knee is straight. Energy in those palms and breathe. Good, big inhale, exhale, warrior two, open up. Pivot that back heel down, knee over the ankle on the front leg. Separate those toes, spread them nice and wide. Good, as you exhale, both hands come all the way down to the mat, plank pose. Pause and breathe. Good, from your toes or your knees, halfway is chaturanga, elbows in, low push up. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Pause and breathe. Good, looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Take a seat, boat pose, your variation of boat. So, lower legs can be parallel to the mat. You can find that nice V shape with your heart lifted. Whichever works for you, we're gonna pause and breathe for 5 breaths. Relax your face and jaw. Focusing in on those front abdominal muscles, heart stays lifted, chest lifts. Good, cross at the ankles, plant your hands, plank pose. Pause and breathe. 5 breaths, press into that middle part of your back. Perfectly fine to set your knees down, but nice straight line in your spine. Top of the head all the way down to your heels. Pause and breathe. Good, we're gonna lower through chaturanga, but if you feel like you're getting fatigued through your trunk, I want you to set your knees down. So elbows in, lower through chaturanga, release to your tummy. Little back body strength now. Locust pose, arms down at your sides. Inhale, lift. Float the arms, float the legs. Fingertips reach back for your heels. 5 breaths here. Keep your head and neck in line with your spine. Pause and breathe. Shoulder blades pull in and down. Feel the activation in the back body. Good, hands come underneath the shoulders, downward facing dog, hips high. Pause and breathe. Good, looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat, have a seat, boat pose. 3 breaths this time. Chest lifts. Soft tops of the shoulders. Breathe. Good. Cross at the ankles. Plant your hands. Plank pose. 3 breaths. Press into that mid-back. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Pause and breathe. Good. From your toes to your knees, lower. Low push-up, chaturanga. Release to your tummy. Arms go up at your sides. Inhale, locust pose. Float the feet, float the arms. Relax your face. Pause and breathe. Good. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Downward facing dog. Hips high. Good. Great place to take a breather in extended child's pose or child's pose if you'd like. Otherwise, pause in down dog. Collect your breath. Take a moment to reconnect with your intention that you set for your practice today. And just check in with yourself here. So taking time to notice how you feel. If you identified any areas of tightness or restriction, just be mindful of those areas right now. Maybe you forgot about them, so just bringing a little bit of breath back to those spaces. And then when you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Sun salutation A. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. You decide, that vinyasa series, or press back to down dog. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Ground through the hands and feet. Inhale, right leg high. Reach through the ball of the foot. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, rise. Good. Pause and breathe, long spine. Exhale, hands to the hips. Step that back foot in about a foot. So left toes are turned out to the side. Straighten the front knee. We're gonna prep for pyramid pose. So little hamstring opening. Shoulders stack over the hips, breathe in. As you exhale, you're gonna hinge at that hip crease over your front leg, leading with your heart. Placing your hands wherever they fall onto that front leg, softening the back of the neck. So this is a great place for 1 or 2 blocks. I recognize many people won't have blocks, so you're just gonna use your leg as your prop. Relax the back of the neck. So if you have both hands on your shin or your leg, wherever it is, that's fine. Give yourself a little bit of support. Micro bend in both knees. And then we're gonna come up to a flat back posture. So on an inhale, I want you to send your elbows high. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, fold over that leg again. Relax the back of the neck. Good, do it again. Inhale, elbows high, shoulder blades together, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time you're gonna keep your left hand either on your block, that's on the instep of your left foot, or on your right shin. And you're gonna inhale the right arm up to twist, revolve triangle. So heart opens to the right wall. Reaching through those fingertips. Pause and breathe. Relaxing your face. As you exhale, release back, pyramid pose. Good, if you do have a block, scoot it off to the side. Step your back foot forward. Come to chair pose, sweep the arms up. Pause and breathe. Good, exhale, send them back. Shoulder blades pulled together, belly is in, tailbone tucks. Good, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank and pause. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same series of poses on the second side here. So just allowing yourself to connect with your breath. Connect with that intention that you set for your practice today. See how you're doing and how you're feeling right now. On an inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, rise. Soft tops of the shoulders, release the hands to the hips. Shoulder step over the pelvis, step the back foot in about a foot. Both knees are straight, heart is lifted. As you exhale, hinge at that left hip crease, folding forward over that front leg. So you might notice here a difference in flexibility from right to left. Normal, so just do what feels good for your body here. Block or hands to anywhere on the leg is perfectly fine. Pausing and breathing. Releasing any tension from the face and the jaw. Good, keeping a micro bend in both knees. Inhale, halfway lift, elbows high. Belly in. Exhale, fold over that leg. Again, inhale, halfway lift, elbows high. Exhale, fold. Pause and breathe. Good, and then keeping your right hand on your leg or using the block to the instep of the left foot, plant that right hand. Inhale the left arm up to twist, heart to the left wall. Fingertips reach for the sky through that left arm. Good, as you exhale, release all the way down, pyramid pose. If you do have a block, scoot it off to the side, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose. And then if you'd like one more vinyasa series, or press back to downward facing dog. And then release to child's pose or extended child's pose. Forehead or cheek to the mat. And just take a few moments here. Reconnect with your belly breath. Start to lengthen both sides of the breath, inhaling and exhaling deeply. Notice the location of the breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Taking a moment of gratitude for coming to your mat today. Let's take another cleansing breath. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And when you feel ready, go ahead and slowly make your way up to sitting. Eventually we're going to come through our side and come all the way down to our back. So however you'd like to get onto your back, you can go ahead and move into that position. If you do have a block, go ahead and grab it. We're going to come all the way down to our back. And then just as you come there, go ahead and draw the knees in. Just kind of rock gently from side to side. Just massage out the low back. And so for our restorative inversion today, we're going to do an unsupported legs up the wall. If you do have access to a wall and you would like to send your legs up the wall, you certainly can do that if you have space where you are. But I'll show you how to do it without a wall. So setting the soles of your feet down on the mat. Grabbing your block if you have one. If you don't worry about it. You can also use a rolled towel, which you're going to lift your hips, scoot the block underneath you at the base of the sacrum, arms down at your sides. Just kind of opening up the chest. And then you send the legs up one at a time towards the ceiling. Like I said, you can also use a rolled towel, just making it a little bit flatter. And then if you want to use the wall, you'll get as close as you can with your sit bones towards the wall, and then just allow the wall to give you support through the legs. You can blink your eyes closed or lower your gaze, whatever feels good for you here. Just put a pause on any thoughts or mind chatter. Just allow yourself to be here. A moment of gratitude for your body and everything it does for you each and every day. For taking care of yourself, dedicating time out of your day just for you. And when you're ready, you can start to slowly lower one leg at a time down towards the floor. If you have a prop underneath you, go ahead and release it. And then draw the knees in one more time, reaching down for the instep or the outer part of the feet and coming into your variation of happy baby pose. Maybe alternating, stretching one knee out at a time, coming into the hamstrings a little bit more. One last opener through the hips. And then whenever you feel ready, making your way into your final relaxation, Shavasana, corpse pose. Extending the legs out, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, palms are open. Feet relax and fall out towards the long edges of the mat. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth, big heavy sigh, let everything go. Repeating these phrases to yourself. I am strong. I am confident. I am loved. I am enough. Let the ground support you, yogis. Allow yourself to be here, present on your mat. Releasing all thoughts, feeling supported, safe, and at ease.